Hello, it's Emily Johnson from Emily Johnson Fine Art. Today I want to tell you about ArtGrid. It's made by Jackson's, the art shop. They're a really good shop. We're lucky we've got one of the big outlets in Gloucester, so it's close enough for me to drive to, so that's quite good. But anyway, Jackson's have made this art grid and it's absolutely brilliant for gridding up your work. I'm just about to start a new painting of a racehorse, so I'm going to show you how to grid it up with Jackson's art grid. So we go to new project down here. This is a photo I've already got on the iPad. So go existing photos. This is going to be annoying to record. So here's the photo here of the racehorse jumping the jump. So we'll go for that. Let's see if, so we want it landscape. So there we go, back to normal. Yeah, because I'm doing it on the iPad, it spins around a bit. But anyway, so you can do all of this at the top. There's, oh yeah, tips and tricks and things like that. Canvas size, you can kind of do all that. So I'm going to do, there's A sizes there, so you can have A3, A4, A5, something like that. I'm going to go for a custom size. I've already got my canvas, which I just measured is 80 centimetres by 60 centimetres. So you've got millimetres or inches here. So I'm going to go for millimetres. So high, that'll be 600, won't it? By 800. There we go. And I've already done landscape, so that's fine. So we go next in the top right hand corner. Here you can, using your fingers, you can make it bigger or smaller. I've already decided, I'd already like kind of edited the photo, so I'd already decided what kind of composition I was going to have. So anyway, so just pretty much like that, I think. Right, oh, here is quite good. You can choose if you want a grayscale on, which I think I will have to start with, because I am going to do just my initial drawing and I want to make sure I get the tones right. I'm going to do an underpainting in oil, so that'll be really helpful for me just to get my tones. You can rotate it and flip it here. I don't want to do either of that, so next. And here you can start deciding how many squares you want. So you can, you know, have hundreds or just a few. So I am going to have, how many rows? I'm going to have 4. That's it, 4 and 5, yeah. I like it if they're actually square. I'm sure that's probably the same as most people. Oh, and here it says show measurements on or off. You'll see they disappear. That is brilliant. So when you're gridding your actual canvas, it's got the millimetres there, so it's just really handy that it's worked it out for you. So even if it was something complicated, there we go. If you wanted 6, it's 133 at the bottom. So anyway, yeah, that's yeah, so handy. I think this art grid is just brilliant. So save. Let's see. Spun around again. Sorry about that. So you can see all my old projects. Some have turned into paintings, others haven't. Here's mine down at the bottom. So if I click on it, there we go. I did say landscape. There we go. So there is my horse ready to go. The quality, you can zoom in. The quality isn't as good. When your image goes in here, it reduces the quality. So, you know, it's fine for the initial underpainting. It'll be absolutely fine getting the outline and everything. But yeah, then as soon as I've kind of got it sorted, I will go back out and I'll just use my original photo from yeah, it's annoying that it does that, but I suppose it has to store all your work and everything. So yeah, and then obviously after that, I might want to go to colour. So then you can just at the bottom here, there's options. You can print or share it. Here, edit. Go into edit. It does a lot of spinning. That's one thing with this. There we go. And you literally start again, or you can go back, forward, and you can go through it all and change it back to colour if you wanted to. One thing that I would like, it's got this spinning thing, which is a bit annoying. Sometimes if you say you've set it to portrait and landscape, sometimes it gets a bit funny and stuck upside down and stuck to the side, and so you have to kind of go in and out editing it to just till it sorts itself out on the iPad. So that's one little glitch. And then the other one, the other thing I just found I'd like to do is I wish there was a duplicate button, so I could just duplicate this one and then maybe change the composition or change the gridding, and then duplicate it and have colour. So I've got the two, but instead, like up here with this dog's head, I've had to literally just make that twice, which is fine if your image is already the correct size, but if you've changed it, it's going to be really hard to match it up twice. So that's also not ideal. But with this one, I'll have it in black and white first, and then I'll change it back to colour. But obviously at a later stage it would be handy for me to have it black and white again, just to check on my tones. So yeah, so if anyone from Jackson's is out there, maybe they can update it for me. That would be wonderful. But I hope you get on really well with your Jackson's ArtGrid. I think it costs $1.99 on the App Store, and I just think it's well worth it. It's so quick and easy. I couldn't be happier with it, really. I go to an art school and everyone has it there. It's just the quickest and easiest app for this. So I hope you like this. That's what I use. I hope you get on well. Any questions, or if you've got any other apps, put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear about them, or yeah, questions about using it, and I'll help you. Thanks again. Thanks. Bye. Hello again. I just had another thought about this ArtGrid that one of the ladies at my art school showed me that she does. And if you get like stuck and you really, you're struggling to draw your image, you just really, you want to get it absolute spot on. So what she does is, so these squares are 150 by 160, not quite square. So basically what she does is she expands it and expands it and expands it until, and then she gets her ruler out, it's 150, and she measures that until it's perfectly 150 by 160, the square. So the square is the same as the square on her page. Obviously if you've got an iPad big enough. And then, so once she's got it perfect, then it's a lot easier. You can literally compare side by side then how you've got it and if you've got it right. So that was just another little tip that I learnt. So I thought I'd share that. Okay, thanks. Bye.